Hey, what's up guys? This is MannyMacMedicine. I'm at Fort Lauderdale Beach and I am doing a special vlog, Q&A vlog for you guys. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a good one.
You know what I was thinking about? When you're a kid, man, you wanna be everything, literally everything. I remember I wanted to be like a snowboarder, BMX biker, and a rollerblader in the X Games. Like all that at the same time. For real though, man, like I truly did.
Hey, what's up? So we're at an award ceremony and I got two friends. What's your names?
Mandy. Andrea.
And they're the newest subscribers to MannyMacMedicine. All right, so these are two scholarship recipients. They're gonna be freshmen, and what are you guys studying?
Biology.
Biology.
For pediatrics.
For pediatrics, so you guys gonna be doctors?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Any advice you wanna tell people who wanna go into medicine? You got any advice for them?
Just know, believe in yourself because you can do it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So you'll see them in your local pediatric office. MannyMacMedicine out. And I'm here with my sister. And we're here to motivate the young people. It's about 1,000 young minority students here in Riviera Beach. We gotta show them that they can do this. They can be doctors too. I'm super pumped up, you can't tell. Let's go.
Really freaking cool name.
All right, so I got a couple of my superstars. What's up, y'all good? Y'all
Yes.
chilling? So what y'all doing today? Y'all chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know y'all on YouTube right now, right? You know you're on YouTube, you're on my channel, my vlog? Just say, I love MannyMacMedicine.
I love MannyMacMedicine.
Hey, don't be scared, yo. All right, so tell me your name.
No.
Come on, y'all can't be scared. Come on, it's a line out here. All right, tell me your name. What's your name?
Aileen.
Aileen.
My name's Helen.
Ellen, what are y'all gonna be when y'all grow up?
OBGYN.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What you gonna be?
OBGYN.
Hey, there we go. We got doctors in the building.
Those with the red stress balls, sit down. The rest of you that are up, I want you to think about how many doctors there are in America. There are about 1 million doctors. Today, we have about 600 people. So we're going to represent the 100% of doctors. For black physicians, we are only 5% of all the doctors. So if you're representing, that will be about 600, 10% is 60, 5% is about 30. For black women like myself, there are only 2% of us. So the black women that are sitting, look around, can you find them? The ones with the stress balls that are sitting. Can you guys see them? No. Okay, all you guys who are the doctors, sit. Thank you. The folks with the red stress balls, can you stand up? That's not a lot of folks. So today, thank you, the red stress ball standers, thank you. So there are not a lot of black women physicians, there are not a lot of black physicians. I could do the same for Hispanics and for other groups that we call the underrepresented Native Americans. And our goal when we're here is how do we get more of you to think about health careers and think about joining me in that path.
Hey guys, what's up? This is MannyMacMedicine. Today's vlog is a very special vlog. We got a Q&A session. You guys ask me the questions. I'm gonna give you the answers to the best of my abilities. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a good one. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. MannyMacMedicine has a lot coming up. See you guys in a minute. Hey guys, so first, before I begin, I want to give a major shout out and thank you to my man Pre-Med Motivation at Pre-Med Motivation on Instagram. This guy is inspiring so many people and he also helped me get some questions for this vlog. So thank you, Steven. Shout out to White Coat by Day on Instagram at White Coat by Day. Thank you so much, Danika. She helped me get some questions for this vlog. So thank you so much. My main man, Dr. Tommy Martin, thank you so much. He also helped post this and helped get some traction for questions. Dr. Tommy Martin, man, this guy's got faith, fitness, and medicine. I look up to him. You're a role model to me, so make sure you check out Dr. Tommy Martin on YouTube and Instagram. I had another big help, Dr. Mike, Orthopedics, and Mike, MD. So check him out on Instagram. His link's below, Orthopedics MD. Thank you, Dr. Mike, for helping me get questions for this vlog right here. Thank you guys so much. And last but not least for right now, I got Med Student Saga on Instagram. Thank you so much, Abby. She's helping me as well. She's a third-year medical student. Check them out. I'll put their links below, and it's gonna be a good vlog. So that's all the shout outs I got for right now. Stay tuned, we got more coming. All right, guys, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm just gonna go down the list, and this is the first one I see. Why are you so awesome? Thank you, Inspire Paul. You're the man. God is good. Number 2, does medical school take out all the time you should have for family, and how often do you reach out to them? This is a huge question I get a lot of times. You kind of feel like you're in a black hole, and one thing that they really reiterate to us is make sure you keep your connections with family, because when things get tough, you need people outside of your situation to pump you up. So I call my parents, I call my mom, I talk to my dad on busy times, maybe like once a week. I try to reach out to my mom about once a week as well. I am married to my lovely wife, Sarah. Talk to her all day, every day. My brother, I shout him out. I call him probably at least 2 times a week. If it's a real busy week, maybe once every other week or so. My sister Crystal as well. So it's really important to keep those connections, and I do reach out to my family a lot. They help me bring me through a lot of times when you feel stressed out and you need a break. Hey, that 10-minute phone call could really help you out. So don't neglect that when you get to medical school. All right, moving forward, I got Andrika 98. How would you describe the hierarchy of medical school? That's a really good question. I think you're talking about from undergrad to master's to medical school. So undergrad was a lot of work. Pre-meds know it's a very busy life. I kind of felt like I could neglect things a little bit and kind of wait till the exam came. So that's one thing I noticed that you can't really do in medical school. You can't wait till the last second to study. Graduate school, it was more course material, so it was kind of like in between medical school and undergrad. So it was a little harder, but again, you know, I don't suggest anyone does this. I kind of waited to like the last, week before the exam to kind of start reviewing. You don't want to do that in medical school. So right now, you need to train yourself to learn a little bit each day. Now the hierarchy, sorry, I can't say that word. I'm so sorry, Andrika, I can't say it. The hierarchy of medical school is up here for me because all day you're studying, and all night, you're focusing on studying, or you're preparing something, or you're doing a presentation or a paper, or you're seeing patients. So it's definitely tough. That being said, you can do it. With medical school, I tell people it's kind of like finals week every week. And I say that because finals week, I'm focused. I'm like, hey, I got to get ready for this exam coming up this week. Medical school, we have a lot of exams, a lot of quizzes, presentations, papers. So it's kind of like medical school every week. You can do it, but that's how I would describe the hierarchy. All right, so now I'm going to the next question. How did you decide to become a doctor? This one is huge. So at first, initially, a lot of people don't know this story, so thank you for asking this question, Reinvict to me. So one really big thing in my life that happened, at first I started off and I wanted to be a pharmacist because I liked chemistry a lot. And in high school, I entered this scholarship program, and pretty much they link you up with different jobs to do. And I entered, it's called like The Apprentice. It was like The Apprentice, but I got a job working with the cleaners. And then they said, okay, Emmanuel, you did really good. What do you want to do? I said, well, I want to be a pharmacist. So they linked me up with the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. So I ended up working there, and they hired me on. So I would work 60 hours every 2 weeks in high school, get called out of 7, high schoolers don't do this, but I was getting called out to go work because we had 3 women on maternity leave at once. I was making IV bags and chemotherapy bags. And I was like, wow, I really do like this. But then one day I emailed some doctors and I got to shadow a surgeon. And this surgeon, he was doing a cholecystectomy, which is removing the gallbladder. A patient had gallstones. And when I went in there, he really took the time. It's a pretty routine procedure. He took the time to draw out all the anatomy for me. And when I saw him do that, I was like, oh my God, I want to be a surgeon. I'm not going to be anything else. So at 18 years old, I decided not to be a pharmacist, but to be a surgeon. And then right now I want to be an orthopedic surgeon. I've been doing research and I really love that. So it's really been a natural progression for me. And then also another story, kind of like my man Dr. Tommy Martin, I went to a church conference and a woman I didn't know, she was praying for me, and she was like, hey, you in the back, come here. She's like, you know, God told me I see greatness in your life. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? And I told her at that time, I was like, I want to be a pharmacist. She's like, no, you're going to do something else. Like, I can see you as a doctor. I can see you with patients. And, you know, that really was a shifting point for me because I never thought that I could be a doctor. So I really had those two large events that really put me in that lane to pursue medicine. So that's why I want to be a doctor. Sylvia Maria, hey, what's up? So can you describe the difference between applying MD versus DO? And could you take a little bit about the MD-DO residency merger? So that's a great question, Sylvia, and I'm going to tackle the first one first. So can you describe the difference between applying MD and DO? The first difference is the application portal is different. AMCAS, A-M-C-A-S, is what you use if you're applying to MD schools. AACOMAS, AACOMAS, is what you apply through if you want to go to osteopathic medical school. So I've had friends who apply to both. I had friends who applied solely to AACOMAS for DO school, and I applied to AMCAS. So the difference is they're different requirements, and you really want to read the fine print. Some friends of mine, I'm not sure what they are now, the standards and the regulations, but some friends of mine, the way they calculate your GPA can be different. I had friends retake courses, and I believe at one point in time, so you'll have to check me on this, AACOMAS would forgive your lower grade and calculate your higher grade since you retook the class into your cumulative GPA. AMCAS did not do that. So if you got a poor grade on a class, you retook the class, they would still count the poor grade. So you definitely want to read the fine print. And to be honest, I didn't apply through AACOMAS, so I don't know all the intricacies of different things that are required there. But AMCAS, you want to get into the application cycle early. I believe it opens up now May 31st of every year, and then you have to get validated and verified. So for everyone working on their personal statement, make sure you get it done early and have a lot of people check it, because you have to get verified. And when you wait till like the middle of the summer, that 4 to 6 weeks that they give you, it really pushes you toward the longer time frame to get verified. So the earlier is better. I hope that answered your question. And secondly, can you talk about a little bit about the merger between MD and DO? DO students now are able to apply to any MD residency, I believe. I believe that's, and all my information on this question is secondhand, so check me again. But they're able to apply to MD residencies, DOs, so that's the merger. How I understand right now, MDs are not allowed to apply to DO programs. So for DOs, it's really good because they're allowed to apply to DO only residencies and also MD residencies. So thank you for that question, Sylvia. All right, so my next question is from Future MD Vlog. What's up, man? How did you approach M1? So I didn't get accepted my first cycle when I applied to medical schools. So my second cycle, I started getting into school. So I told myself, when I get into first year of medical school, I'm gonna go lights out. And I think everyone kind of has that mentality. So you approach it as, yeah, I hear the horror stories, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you were selected for a reason. So I approached it like, all right, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it well. So I approached it like, okay, I'm gonna get to school early, I'm gonna study hard, I'm gonna focus on my weak areas. Like we did anatomy. Anatomy was one of my strong suits because I was a graduate TA for the course, and I had it in my graduate program. So I really focused on like the other stuff. So focusing on my weaknesses was really a strong point for me. And then secondly, I would say that learning how to study is how you should approach first year. First year is really like figuring out, hey, I'm in a new place, what's gonna work for me on this level? Nothing can quote unquote prepare you for medical school. I really do agree with that. Having done 2 masters in undergrad in biochemistry, it's totally different. The pace is different, everything's different. So what is gonna work for me at this new level is how I approached it. And once I found out my resources that I wanted to use and how I was gonna study and the repetition of seeing things multiple times before the exam, that was really how I approached M1 year. And I think that's how anyone should approach medical school. Figure out what works for you, figure out your routine, your schedule, and stick to it. I found out studying by myself is the most effective way for me. I go in a room and I'll write everything on the board and I'll start teaching myself out loud. And if I can hear myself say it and I can explain it to someone, then I really know it. I think Albert Einstein said, it's not until you can teach someone else something until you really know it yourself. So I kind of held that close to my chest and I said, okay, we're gonna do it like that. I also wanted to enjoy everything with M1 year. A lot of people say, you know, you put so much pressure on themselves. I want to enjoy the process. I want to get involved. I want to do everything I can, because when we finish, I don't want to say, man, medical school was so much fun. I wish I would have enjoyed it more. Having a winding road to medical school, I've learned to enjoy every single day. And no matter how stressful things are, you can ask my classmates, I will laugh about anything. I really want to enjoy this, because guess what? Once we get from medical school, it's going to be more stress in residency. And guess what? Once you get through residency, it's going to be more stress in your practice. You're going to have to get patients, keep them happy, balance, work-life balance. So why not enjoy every step? So to my pre-meds, high schoolers, enjoy every step of the way. I don't mean neglect your priorities. I mean, be very vigilant, be very on point with everything, but enjoy the process. You know, I got a test on Friday. I can smile this week. I don't have to be, you know, just so down on myself because it's gonna be a hard test. We're gonna have tests for the rest of our life. So I really wanted to approach medical school like, hey, how can I, you know, adjust while still being myself, while still being gregarious and happy. And I think it was really good, because the joy of the Lord is my strength, and it helped me through first year for sure. Thank you so much for watching that vlog. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the bell below for notifications. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Peace.
I love MannyMacMedicine.
Hey, let's go.